Dancing in the Darkness by Keisha Haley Woods. Slowly moving, creeping silently towards the light, leaving the shadows of shame behind. Remembering no more the pain of you invading my space, defiling my innocence, crushing my spirit. The flashbacks still haunt me. I'm sickened by the smell of your sweat as the child inside of me dies. Stronger now, I lift up my head, rising above the fear, knowing I am worthy of like and love. Like a caged bird, set free, I fly, soaring toward the light, the hope, the promise of survivorship and a new day. My name is Kimberly Burkett. I'm 18 years old and I come from a good family. I have 3 sisters and love every minute that goes by with them, despite our arguments. My parents work hard to provide us with an amazing life, and I appreciate everything they do for us. I rarely ask for help because I like knowing I'm capable of handling things on my own. I'm just afraid of being seen as weak or as a failure. I enjoy photography, although I still new to it. I love being able to express myself through the lens. I find comfort in things that are forms of poetry, like music. But I never enjoyed poetry in school. I had a hard time interpreting the meaning, and most pieces never seemed to spark my interests. When I read poetry, I want to be able to relate to it, and it's hard to find poems that express how I feel. Fortunately, at some point you stumble upon a piece that satisfies just that. The poem is about a young girl who's a victim of sexual assault at a young age. She's learning to push past the pain and memory of what this person did to her. She is strong. She had realized her worth and continues to live on with her life, not letting it stop her. In the beginning of the poem, it starts off with longer sentences that draw out the lines of poetry. Those lines begin to express loss of innocence and loss of self. As she wrote, "Stronger now, I lift up my head," there's a shift from that loss to gain. The individual continues to grow stronger. The author uses the simile, like the caged bird set free, to express the feeling of relief and freedom from an experience that had broken her. She even uses an acetydine, the light, the hope, the promise. It's the use of no conjunctions, and it emphasizes the build-up of power it takes to be a survivor. You never realize the pain an individual has to go through, but past that pain shows the incredible amount of strength a person has. Dancing in the Darkness. Slowly moving, creeping silently towards the light, leaving the shadows of shame behind. Remembering no more the pain of you invading my space, defiling my innocence, crushing my spirit. The flashbacks still haunt me. I'm sickened by the smell of your sweat as the child inside me dies. Stronger now, I lift up my head, rise above the fear, knowing I'm worthy of like and love. Like a caged bird set free, I fly, soaring toward the light, the hope, the promise of survivorship and a new day. Just recently, I came across this poem. Though it's not famous, nor is it well known by many, it was somehow a symbol of hope. I never knew of a way of telling anyone what had happened to me. It was something I'd held back for the longest time. And being a person who fought her own battles, decided not to tell anyone for 6 years. When I was 12, I was sexually assaulted by someone I thought I could trust. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think back of what I should or could have done. But because of our situation now with the pandemic, I have a lot of time to think. I didn't expect something that had happened so long ago to make me feel so small, just as it did that night. I'd come up with the courage to tell a handful of people I trusted. And after reading the poem, I realized the strength it took me to fight this battle on my own. And to be able to have gotten to where I am now. The poem is a symbol of my strength, and I think that being able to realize my strength has been an important part of my life. Knowing that an event like that happened to me makes someone feel weak, and knowing that people can get past it, it's hope. And at least where it's possible, it is hope. Hope that someday I will get through it, that it won't affect me like it does. I'll be able to move on.